I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. You're so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. And I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. You know, I said to myself, this affair ain't gonna go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I've got you way under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what may, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the nights and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, step up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you, you're under my skin. Take it away, boys. I'd sacrifice anything, come what may, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats out yells in these ears. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, step up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. And I love you under my skin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sinatra Sunday, number 22. Hello again, hello. Just called to say hello. I couldn't sleep at all tonight, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello, my friend, hello. Just called to let you know I think about you when I'm here alone. You're there at home. Hello. Lately it's been crazy, maybe I'm to blame, but I put my heart above my head. We've been through it all, and you love me just the same. When you're not there, I just need to hear, hello, my friend, hello. It's good to need you so. It's good to love you like I do, and to feel this way when I hear you say, hello. Just call to let you know I think about you every night, and I know it's late, but I couldn't wait. Hello.
Hello, Neil Diamond. David Newman wanted to hear a little song from Christopher Cross. Here it comes.
Well, it's not far down to paradise, at least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away, find tranquility. Oh, the canvas can do miracles, just you wait and see. Believe me, it's not far to Never Never Land, a reason to pretend. And if the wind is right, you can find the joy of innocence again. Oh, the canvas can do miracles, just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and the wind to carry me. Soon I will be free. Fantasy, it gets the best of me when I'm sailing, all caught up in the reverie. Every word is a symphony. Won't you believe me?
Sing it with me.
Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and the wind to carry me, and soon I will be free.
On piano, Mr. Rory Dornan.
Well, it's not far back to sanity, at least it's not for me. And if the wind is right, you can sail away and find serenity. Oh, the canvas can do miracles, just you wait and see. Believe me. Sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. Just a dream and the wind to carry me, soon I will be free.
That's for you, David Newman. I hope you enjoyed that. We love Christopher Cross. He was a great artist in the 1980s. And thank you. Here's a little song from Glenn Campbell, By the Time I Get to Phoenix.
By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note I left hanging on her door. She'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that girl so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, she'll be working. She'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. But she'll just hear that phone keep on ringing off the wall. That's all. By the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly and call my name out low, and she'll cry just to think I'd really leave her. Though time and time I've tried to tell her so, she just didn't know I would really go.
Glenn Campbell with a song written by Jimmy Webb. Thank you. One more. Here's one from Johnny Mathis.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. Look at me,
one more. Frank Sinatra.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I can see it in your eyes, you still despise the same old lies you heard the night before. And though it's just a line to you, for me it's true and never seemed so right before. I practice every day to find some clever lines to say to make the meaning come true. Then I think I'll wait until the evening gets late and I'm alone with you. The time is right, your perfume fills my head, the stars get red and oh, the night's so Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Are you having a dance in the kitchen? Did you pour a little drink yet?
The time is right, your perfume fills my head. The stars get red and know the night's so blue. Then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll do that one in a little minute. A very good evening and welcome to Sinatra Sunday number 22. We are so pleased to be with you once again this week. How have you been keeping since last week? It's been a sort of a up and down week in Newcastle. The weather hasn't been great, but we've been struggling on through. And tonight in the house we have Deirdre, who's taking down the requests. She's back at school tomorrow with the full class. So she's feeling a bit delicate, and we're all feeling sorry for her. But she'll have to battle on through. Keelan's with us as well, and Cara will be singing with me later on and on her own. So thank you very much for all your requests and your kind comments last week. We enjoyed seeing the banter on the screen with everybody's comments, and please let us know where you are and how you're keeping. Put a wee comment on the screen there so that we know who's listening in tonight. At the moment, I can see that we have 118 viewers, at least, online. So I'm going to say thank you once again to the Eggmen. The Eggmen came at 1 o'clock today, and there was an egg woman there too. Ogie and Harry and Maisie arrived, and Patricia, Mommy, was driving the car today. Conor McVeigh is working in the Burndale. But I heard that before he went to work in the Burndale, he ran up Slieve Donard. Can you believe this man? He's incredible. He passed a big 5-year milestone today, and we're so proud of you, Conor McVeigh. The transformation is fantastic. So good to talk to all the McVeighs there. And Ogie said that the request from the Eggmen is for all the aunties and uncles. And there's lots and lots of McVeigh connections watching this week. So hello to all the McVeighs, and thank you very much for all the eggs. The 6 lovely eggs we got. We'll enjoy those tomorrow morning or the next day. Oh yes, I was sent a photograph by Connor. I'm not sure whether I should be announcing this, but I think it's okay because several people have told me that Brian and Aoife no longer have a bump. It's a baby. A bump has turned into a baby, and I saw a beautiful photograph of a gorgeous little newborn baby today on my phone with a Bransford jersey sitting on top of it. Oh, it's wonderful. He is a baby boy, yes, no names yet, but it's a baby boy for Bran and Aoife. Congratulations, that's wonderful news. And he's already signed up for the Bransford senior team. There you go, fantastic. Wonderful news. Congratulations, Aoife and Bran, on the birth of your baby boy. I have a few requests here. Jim Scott contacted me during the week and said, Finbar, can you please play Annie's song for my dear wife, Anne Scott, as we will be married 47 years on Tuesday, the 8th of September. And that's Brand. Jim says he's sending all his love from the husband, Jim, to Anne. And that's Jim and Anne Scott in Newton Ards. Thank you very much, Jim. We'll be doing Annie's song later on. And I'd like to also dedicate that to my other daughter, Katie, who's watching in from Wales. So we'll do Annie's song later on for Jim and Anne's wedding anniversary, 47 years. They enjoy the crack in the Donard Bar, and that's where Cahala is working tonight. We'd like to wish all the best to our good friend, Newcastle's top DJ, Paul McKenna. I hope you're tuned in tonight, Paul. Paul made a very brave post on Facebook to announce that he's not well and that he's about to receive treatment. And we wish you all the best, Paul. And everybody's thinking about you and praying for you. And we know that you'll be very positive. And if anybody can beat this, you can. Big Paul McKenna, the DJ from Newcastle. Best wishes on your treatment. And we wish you all the best. Fantastic post there on Facebook. Well done, Paul. I'm going to say hello to Jerry Askham Lyons, who messaged me this week. I'll just bring up the message. And she said, "Hey, Finbar, I was gutted that I missed my first Sinatra Sunday last night. That was last Sunday night. But I was out on a date with a very nice fella." Well, that's a good excuse, and we'll let you away with that. I hope he was nice, and I hope you got on very well. And he said he just watched me and Cara on playback, brilliant as usual. And she says, "I will leave you a tip, as I have just had my first pay in 7 months, and life is good again." Well, that's wonderful news, that you're working again and you've received your first paycheck. And that's very generous of you to send us a tip. You didn't have to do that, Jerry, but thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And Jerry says, "Thanks a million to you and Deirdre for keeping us all connected despite being so far apart." And she wanted me to sing "Born Free" from Matt Monro, and I'm going to do that shortly for you. And I have another request later on. I'm actually going to do it next week that she reminded me about. So thank you very much, Jerry Askham Lyons, who's tuning in from Sheffield in England. Hi, Jerry. And Jerry is one of the Simons girls from Newcastle. Hello also to Elsie Finlay, who tunes in every week. Elsie sent me a lovely message last week to say that she has lovely music in the house and that I'm welcome to call up sometime and have a look at it, because she doesn't get out so much anymore. But I hope to be able to arrange to get up and see your music collection, Elsie, maybe sometime this week, and say hello to you and maybe have a cup of tea. And well, of course, we'll be social distancing. But thank you for your lovely message, Elsie Finlay out there. Hi, Elsie. I have to say hello to the 3 venues that I played in this week. On Monday night, it was the last night, August the 31st, of Eat Out to Help Out, and it was a big success in Newcastle. We have many wonderful eating places in Newcastle. We're spoiled for choice, and I couldn't name them all, but I'm going to name the Sleeve Donard, where I was singing in on Monday night from 7 to 9. Thank you very much to Kevin Keenan for booking me, and thank you also to the manager there, Michael, and the assistant manager, Richard, and all the staff of the restaurant. We had a wonderful night. There were loads of people in eating. It's a beautiful restaurant. It overlooks the mountains of Mourne, sweeping down to the sea. And on Friday night, as usual, I was in Villavinci, and Ali phoned me up in the afternoon and said, "It looks a bit quiet tonight, so would you start early?" So I came down to start early, but in fact, there were a lot of walk-ins, so it was as busy as usual, although they're not able to take the same numbers that we used to do in Villavinci, and everybody has to stay apart and social distance, and there are screens between the tables, and I sing at a very low volume, and we start early and finish early. So hello to all the staff in Villavinci. It was a great night in the end, and there were plenty of people in to get the atmosphere going. And I have to mention my new venue on a Saturday night. I had a wonderful night in Froth. It was the best night yet. Every table was filled with wonderful people enjoying themselves. There was a big party of 10 in from Leitrim, and there were other local couples, and I saw lots of people that I know there. And hello to Big Kevin, and to Kathy and Anne-Marie and Sinead and Jared and Catherine and all the staff in Froth. And the food looked really good when it came out. There were some beautiful steaks and fish dishes in Froth. That's right, in the centre of town in Newcastle. So I think that's my first page of requests over here. So I was going to ask Cara if she would sing a little song to break it up a little. Thank you, Cara. Thank you very much, Cara. A beautiful song by Etta James called At Last. That used to be a favourite for a first dance at a wedding. And I'm doing a wedding in September in Bangor, and I'm singing for about 2 hours, and everybody has to be seated and social distanced, and there's only one dance allowed, and that's for the bride and groom at the start of the night. So it's very strange times, but I'm sure they're very happy to be getting married, and I'm sure we'll all have a wonderful evening, and we'll have good crack. We're just not allowed to dance, and everybody has to remember to social distance, and take it easy on the alcohol, because alcohol and social distancing can sometimes be a bit dodgy. You get very friendly, you see, with a couple of drinks, don't you? That's what it's all about, isn't it? I have a request here. Deirdre's written this one down from Bartley Murphy and Downpatrick. Hello, Bartley. And he says, Finbar, please give a special one for our lad, Ian Mitchell, the Bay City roller who died last week. Yes, I saw that sad news on Facebook. And he had a big Downpatrick connection. I think maybe he was originally from Downpatrick. And he played along with the McKee boys in a band called Rosetta Stone. And they were fantastic. They were a few years before me and before Medium Rare and Bandana and Misty Mountain Hop and all those great bands that came out of Downpatrick. But that's a good request there, Bartley Murphy. We'll be remembering Ian Mitchell, who then went on from Rosetta Stone to the Bay City Rollers, who were a fantastic hit in the 80s. Would it have been? No, the 70s. It would have been. Remember the tartan scarves and the tartan trousers? Ian Mitchell. God rest you. I think he died over there in California. Another request says, can you sing a song for the twins Annalise and Lexi in Aberdeen from their nana, Kathleen Mitchell? Lexi is sitting with a list of songs she wants you to sing. She's your number one fan. Good girl, Lexi. You're a woman of good taste. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Annalise and Lexi and Kathleen, their nana in Aberdeen. Lovely to hear that you're watching over there in Scotland. That's away up the north of Scotland. Aberdeen became very rich because of the oil that was discovered off the Scottish coast. Hello to all the Braid Brigade who look forward to the show every week, and that's from Sally, Tom, and Bridget and Michael. Hello there, Bridget and Michael Best and Sally and Tom Butler. How yous all keeping up there in Ballymena? Thank you for tuning in again this week, and thank you for sending in that request. I hope you're all keeping well. Hello to my sister Dervla, who is watching tonight from Indian Island in New York City. She's having a barbecue, a swim, and a wee wine with a crew of Ecuadorians for the holiday weekend, Labor Day. Oh, is it Labor Day? It's in America, yeah. I remember we used to go over when we were students in the summertime to Wildwood, which is in Delaware State, just about maybe a couple of 100 miles south of New York. And we remember all the jobs and all the crack stopped on Labor Day. That was a celebration after the summer's work. So I hope you enjoy that. Is it? Oh, Deirdre says Wildwood is in New Jersey and it's not in Delaware, so there you go. All social distancing, of course, Dervla's crew. And she said, thank God there's Wi-Fi for the show. Brilliant stuff. Now, don't you be going odd and going on to my show. You should be having a party. I'm sure you will, Dervla, with a barbecue and a swim and a wee wine. Well, make sure you get the swim over early now before you have another glass of wine. We don't want to be hearing any bad news from New York, Dervla. Katie Keaveney misses us. She wants to hear some Billy Joel for her and her mate Becky. Hello, Katie Keaveney. Hello, Becky. Look after each other over there in Carmarthen in Wales. And they're having a good time getting ready for uni in Carmarthen. That's St. David's and Trinity University in Wales. Trinity St. David University in Wales. Hi, Katie, and hi, Becky. Joanne King is enjoying the music and would like a shout out for her brother Damien and his new wife Louise. They were married yesterday and they're all up in Gretna Green tonight. Fantastic. I saw some video of that from Brian Morgan on Facebook. That's the groom's brother and your brother, Joanne. Fantastic. I hope you all had a great day. Damien married Louise yesterday in Gretna Green in Scotland. And that's from Damien's sister, Joanne King, who was formerly Joanne Morgan. And that's Joe Morgan, who used to play drums in my father's band, the Night People. They're all children of Joe. And I saw Joe, and he was wearing a kilt. It was fantastic. I didn't see any drumsticks in his hand, but he was wearing a kilt. So when in Scotland, do as the Scottish do. Fantastic. So can you believe that we're into September? Last week it was still August. It was August the 30th last Sunday. So here's a little September song, and this is the recording made by Josh Groban.
Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain so yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a young and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when life was so tender that no one wept except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without the hurts, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made you mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember, then follow. Then follow.
Welcome to September. This one's for you, Jerry. Matt Monroe.
Born free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, born free to follow your heart. Live free and beauty surrounds you. The world still astounds you each time you look at a star. Stay free where no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free. Stay free where no walls divide you. You're free as a roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, and life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free.
Thank you very much. The matchless Matt Monroe. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask Cara if she would sing us another song, please. Thank you, Cara.
Rescue turning tables, turning tables, yeah, turning tables.
Beautiful song from Adele there, Turning Tables. Thank you very much, Cara. Cara had an audition today for the Cathedral Choir in Belfast, St Anne's Cathedral. Keelan already sings in the choir in St Anne's, and Cara went up today for an audition, and she did very well, but we're still waiting to see whether she'll be singing in the choir. But she did so well in her audition that the musical director invited her back to the Evensong, and it was lovely. So wonderful to have lots of music being sung by the Keaveneys in church and in Sinatra Sunday and in pubs and restaurants. I have to mention something that I saw this morning. There's a big week in Newcastle called the Festival of Life, and it's to do with mind your mate and mind yourself, and it's to do with mental health especially, and all types of health. And Garth Toner got up this morning and spoke very well in Mass in Newcastle. Now, I wasn't able to attend Mass, but I did watch it on the TV, and he spoke very well. And there are lots of events in Newcastle, so if you're feeling challenged by mental health issues or any other sort of health issues, get in contact with My in Newcastle. There are lots of events this week, and they're calling it the Festival of Life. So it's a wonderful thing, and thank you to Father Jim and Brenda for organising that in the church this week, and for all the people in My who have organised the events, and also to Garth Toner, who spoke so well this morning. Okay, it's nearly 9:30, so Cara and I are, as usual, going to finish off with a little duet for the first half. We'll dedicate this to everyone watching tonight, especially the people who requested us to do this song. It's called The Prayer, made famous by Andrea Bocelli and Celine Dion.
Where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer as we go our way. With your grace to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che tu dai
I pray we'll find your love
nel cuore resterò,
and hold it in our hearts.
ricordarci che
When stars go out each night,
l'eterna stelesse nella mia preghiera.
Let this be your prayer.
Quanta fede
When
c'è,
shadows fill our day,
lead us to a place,
guide us with your grace.
give us faith so
we'll be saved. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia, di speranza.
che ci dai,
We ask that life be kind
il desiderio che
and watch us from above.
ognuno trovi
We
amore
hope it so will find
intorno dentro a sé.
another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child,
Just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be saved. Hear la fede che hai acceso in noi. Sento che ci salverà.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cara. We'll dedicate that to Ian Mitchell and his friends and family from Downpatrick. And we'll also dedicate it to Paul McKenna. We wish you all the best, Paul. Keep your chin up, keep fighting. We'll see you in 5 minutes. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Thank you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say a special hello to Tommy and Alicia McKibben, Alicia, formerly Alicia McVeigh, and Tommy Corky. I have learned this song off specially for you. It's an old heartbreaker from the 70s from a guy called Bobby Goldsborough, and it's called Honey. I hope you enjoy it. Corky and Alicia.
See the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hadn't been that long, it wasn't big. I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. Then the first snow came and she ran out to brush the snow away so it wouldn't die. Came running in all excited, slipped and almost hurt herself. I laughed till I cried. She was always young at heart, kinda dumb and kinda smart, and I loved her so. And I surprised her with a puppy, kept me up all Christmas Eve 2 years ago. And it would sure embarrass her when I came in from working late, 'cause I would know that she'd been sitting there and crying over some sad and silly late show. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. She wrecked the car and she was sad and so afraid that I'd be mad, but what the heck. Though I pretended hard to be, guess you could say she saw through me and hugged my neck. I came home unexpectedly and caught her crying needlessly in the middle of the day. And it was in the early spring when flowers bloom and robins sing, she went away. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being good, and I'd love to be with you if only I could. One day while I was not at home, while she was there and all alone, the angels came. Now all I have is memories of honey, and I wake up nights and call her name. Now my life's an empty stage where honey lived and honey played and love grew up. And a small cloud passes overhead and cries down on the flower bed that honey loved. And see the tree, how big it's grown, but friend, it hadn't been too long, it wasn't big. And I laughed at her and she got mad. The first day that she planted it was just a twig. And honey, I miss you, and I'm being blue.
Thank you very much for Corky and Alicia. I hope you enjoyed that. A little heartbreaker from Bobby Goldsborough back in time. Here's one that Joanne King loved. From Doris Day. Will we do the hands? It's a little waltz.
When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be?
Hello, Mom.
Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera, what will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Que sera, sera.
Let's see it in the hands.
Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their father, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly.
One more time.
Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
Thank you very much. Doris Day, thank you. Here's a little song from Perry Como.
And I love you so. People ask me how I've lived till now. I tell them I don't know. I guess they understand how lonely life has been. But life began again the day you took my hand.
Sing it with me.
And yes, I know how lonely life can be. The shadows follow me, and the night won't set me free. But I don't let the evening get me down. Now that you're around me, and you love me too. Your thoughts are just for me. You set my spirit free, and I'm happy that you do. The book of life is brief, and once a page is read, oh, but life is dead. That is my belief. And yes, I know how lonely life can be. The shadows follow me, and the night won't set me free. But I don't
Thank you very much. That was the Perry Como recording of that song, written by Don McLean, who wrote American Pie as well. Elvis Presley recorded that song as well. Okay, a couple of more shout-outs this time before we call Cara for another song. Katharina Morgan in Castlewellan wants to say a big hello to Brona and Daniel Steele in Australia, and to Ita and Brenda in Akron, New York, from the Steele clan in Castlewellan. Fantastic. We have Australia, Ireland, and New York, USA connecting tonight. That's Brona and Daniel in Australia, and Ita and Brenda in Akron, New York City. And that's from the Steele clan in Castlewellan. And Katharina Morgan, thank you. Eamon Keaveney, my brother, my younger brother. There are 7 of us. I'm the oldest. And Eamon's next to me. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Sometimes it's hard to count. Eamon Keaveney, my brother, says, can you wish my in-laws, Noreen and George Kerr, a very happy wedding anniversary today? Happy wedding anniversary, Noreen and George. How you doing? If you're tuned in, congratulations. How many years is that? Not as many as it seems, George. And Eamon, may I say that you sang very well in the chapel this morning at Mass. Your psalm and all your hymns were beautiful. Well done. Fantastic stuff. But stick to your day job. I don't want any competition in Newcastle. Basil Kelly. Hello, Basil in Downpatrick wants to say hello to all his Castlewellan relations, and he hopes they're watching. And Basil, is that the Kyones? I think it's the Kyones. Basil Kelly saying hello to all his Castlewellan relations. How you doing, Basil? Good to see you online again this week. Kevin Madole loves the Sinatra Sunday selection of songs. They're very special old songs, aren't they? They're classics. Kevin is at work in Sea Truck in Warren Point, and he says, my songs and banter shorten the night for him. He works 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. My goodness, that's a long shift. 6 to 6, 12 hours on Saturdays and Sundays, and he's a big Sinatra fan. Good man, Kevin Madole there, running the Sea Truck in Warren Point. Hello to you, and I hope you're enjoying the music again tonight, Kevin. Rory Cunningham says, could he have a wee Dean Martin song for my Mrs. Teresa? No problem. Is that Scud? I wonder, is it? I think it's Big Scud, the basketball player from Downpatrick. How you doing, Rory? If it's not, well, it's for Rory Cunningham anyway. And as for his missus, well, maybe do a Dean Martin song. I saw Barbara Barry requesting a Dean Martin song as well, so we'll try and squeeze one in before the end. Stella O'Newman and Charlie and Cara say hello from Bangor. Can you please shout out to Connell and Aoife, who are listening in from Berlin tonight? My goodness, I think that's the first time we've had Germany on the Sinatra Sunday show. So Stella Newman and Charlie and Cara say hello from Bangor, and a shout out to Connell, that's her son, and Aoife, it's a German name, is it? Yeah. And who are listening in from Berlin tonight. Lovely to connect with Germany tonight. Fantastic. Australia, New York, Germany, fantastic stuff. All being connected by the wonderful internet and Sinatra Sunday. Thank you, Deirdre, for writing all those requests out for me. So Cara's up for a song this time.
Secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 well, maybe there's a God above, but all I ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew ya. It's not a cry you can hear at night. It's not someone who's seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Wonderful stuff. That song was written, of course, by the late, great Leonard Cohen. And I remember going to see a movie about Leonard's life with his muse, and it was absolutely fantastic. He was a poet and a great songwriter, and he actually became a monk for a while. And while he was a monk, his manager stole all his money, so he had to go out and perform again when he was nearly 70. Fantastic life story, the wonderful Leonard Cohen. Cara and I are going to sing a little duet this time from Elton John and Kiki D.
Don't go breaking my heart.
I couldn't if I tried.
Oh, honey, when I get restless,
Baby, you're not that kind.
Thank you very much. Elton John, Kiki D. I'm going to mention a few people who are watching tonight. Thank you, Deirdre, for writing all these names down for me. Hello to Kevin O'Neill, the big manager of Froth. And Bernie Murray. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Denise Cullen. Hello, Barbara Barry. Hello, Brona Steele. Hello, Joan Steele. Katharina Morgan. Gemma McMahon. Mick McGrady up in Lisburn. Hi, Mick. Liz Williams in Toronto. Tuned in late tonight. Hi, Liz. How you keeping? Sarah Glover and Sam. Hiya, Sarah. Nice to meet you in Froth on Saturday night. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Una Savage. Hi, Una. Benny Cassidy and the Enniskillen Banter Group. Hello to all my friends in Enniskillen. Lisa Faulkner, Kathy Faulkner, David Newman, Fiona Rooney and Conor McVeigh. Hello to my uncle Dermot Keaveney and his wife Lila, and to Paul Kane and to Tracy Reynolds and to Teenie Hallad. I'm going to do another little song this time. Okay, I'm going to take you back to the 80s this time. This is not really Sinatra Sunday stuff, but I was a child of the 80s, born in 66. All the great music was in the 70s and the 80s. After that, forget about it. There's a man I meet, walks up our street. He's a worker for the council, has been 20 years. And he takes no lip off nobody and litter off the gutter. Puts it in a bag and never thinks to mutter. And he packs his lunch in a sun-blessed bag and the children call him Bogey. He never lets on, but I know 'cause he once told me. He let me know his secrets about the money in his kitty. He's gonna buy a dinghy, gonna call her Dignity. And I'll sail her up the west coast, through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays, they'll be doing the rounds. They'll ask me how I got her, I say, I saved my money. Say, isn't she pretty? That ship called Dignity. And I'm telling this story in a faraway scene, sipping down Raki and reading Maynard Keynes. And I'm thinking about home and all that that means, in a place in the winter for dignity. And I'll sail her up the west coast, through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays, they'll be doing their rounds. They'll ask me how I got her, I'll say, I saved my money. Say, isn't she pretty? That ship called Dignity. On piano, Mr. Rory Dornan from Misty Mountain House. Yes, set it up again, set it up again, set it up again, set it up again. Set it up, 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 set it up. Set it up again, set it up again, set it up again, set it up again. And I'm thinking about home. And I'm thinking about faith.
ship called dignity, a ship called dignity. That ship.
Thank you. A song from Diggin' Blue. Here's another Misty Mountain Hop classic.
Thank you for coming home. Sorry that the chairs are all worn. I felt them than I could have sworn. These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away. Just another play for today. Oh, but I'm proud of you, but I'm proud of you. Nothing left to make me feel small. Luck has made me standing so tall. Go, always believe in your soul. You've got the power to know you're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're bound to return. There's something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believe it. After the rush has gone, I hope you find a little more time. Remember, we were partners in crime. It's only 2 years ago, the man with the suit and the pace. You knew that he was there on the case. Now he's in love with you, he's in love with you. My love is like a high prison wall. You could leave me standing so tall. You're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold. I'm glad that you're bound to return. There's something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believe it. You're indestructible. Always believe it, 'cause you are gold. Oh, glad that you're bound to return. Something I could have learned. You're indestructible. Always believe it.
Thank you. Tony Hadley and the Kemp Brothers from a band called Spandau Ballet from the 1980s. Okay, a couple more shout outs to people who are watching tonight just before we call Cara for another song, please. Hello, Bridget O'Neill, if you're still watching. Hi, Bridget. I'm very pleased you're watching tonight. I would have been a little nervous if I had known you were watching. A very good artiste from Northern Ireland, Bridget. Margaret and Olivia Brannigan. Hello, Margaret and Olivia. Jane Forsyth. Breege Rice. Martina Brannigan. Emma Nugent. Hi, Emma. Maggie Russell, my old babysitter. Connell, my son, and his girlfriend Jess in Cardiff. Perry and Barbara in Bransford Village. Brenda Smith from Akron in New York City, Dervla and Eamon in New York City, Lavinie Rooney in Shrigley, Philip Rooney in Devon, and Joanne Keaveney in Portugal. Having a lovely conversation all over the screen. Love to see it, guys. Hope you're having a wee drink of something tonight. Eamon Keaveney, my brother from round the corner in Tullymore Bray. And Garrett, my brother in Castlewellan. And Trish McGowan, who was formerly Trish Hale from Newcastle, Hale's Fruit Shop. Hello, the oldest girl there, Trish. Lovely to have you tuning in from New Jersey, I think it is, in USA. Kathy Lyons Venard and Peter watching in Boston. Hello there, everybody in Boston, especially Kathy and Peter. Daniel Steele watching from Perth in Australia. Hiya, Daniel and your girlfriend. Pleased to meet you again. How's everything going in Australia? I know things aren't too well in Melbourne. There's a bit of a lockdown on there at the moment, but hope you're all keeping well. Hello, Caroline Valentine. Hello, Jerry Lyons Askham in Sheffield. Gavin and Marion McAleese and Fiona Valentine and Tommy and Trish Fitzpatrick. We got all the family in there. Hello, Tommy and Trish. And hello to Dominic O'Reilly, Fiona and Sean Milligan, Jim Loosley, Christine Cleland, Maria Foster, Dermot Crothers, who's listening from the caravan in Kopaki in New York. Fantastic. He's originally from Newcastle. Hello, Dermy Crothers. Hello also to Gemma Blaney, Roisin Keown in Castlewellan. Hiya, Roisin. And Angeline Keown. Okay, thanks to all those people watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed your shout-out, and we really do appreciate you watching on a Sunday night. It's lovely to connect you all from all over the world, and even from Castlewellan. Cara's up with a song this time.
I don't want to talk about things we've gone through, though it's hurting me. Now it's history. I've played all my cards, and that's what you've done too. Nothing more to say, no more ace to play. The winner takes it all, Sir standing small beside the victory. That's her destiny. I was in your arms, thinking I belonged there. I figured it made sense, building me a fence, building me a home, thinking I'd be strong there. But I was a fool, playing by the rules. The gods may throw a dice, the mind's as cold as ice, and someone way down here loses someone dear. The winner takes it all, loser has to fall. It
Thank you so much, Cara. You would know that one, of course, from the fantastic ABBA. Okay, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our PayPal friends from last week. Thank you so much to everyone who tipped us in our PayPal jar. We really appreciate it. Joan Steele, thank you. And she said, thank you and your family for the great music. Thanks very much, Joan, for your tip. To Fiona and Sean Milligan, thanks very much. Margaret Roundtree, thank you. Roisin Keown, thank you very much. Tom and Alicia McKibben, thanks for the great music and give us a shout out. We just did, Tom and Alicia. And we sang Honey as well. I enjoyed singing that. Nearly broke my heart, mind you, Tom. Noreen and Clifford Baker, thanks for another great night. Thank you for your tip. Stephanie Williamson, the photographer in Newcastle, said, you're simply amazing. Thank you so much for all the wonderful singing and memories. Thank you for your tip, Stephanie. Breeds Corrigan, whose birthday it was last week, she said, thanks for all the birthday shout-outs. She loved it. Thanks for your tip, Breeds, as usual. Barbara Barry, thank you, as usual, for your very generous tip. And she said, thank you so much for another fantastic evening, Keaveney family. Erin Selswell said, hello, Finbar and family. Thank you for the music. And the tip was from Andy and Teresa McLean in Downpatrick. Jerry Askham Lines, thank you for your tip again and welcome back to the world of work. I know it hasn't been easy for a lot of people and especially people in the music business who are finding it hard to make an income at the moment. So I'm glad to see you're back at work, Jerry, and thank you for your generous tip. Joanne Keaveney, my sister, Joanne in Portugal, sunny Portugal, said, thank you for the amazing entertainment. And she said, a wee bit extra in the tip jar for you this time so you can have a pint on me as it's your birthday this month. Oh, you remembered it's my birthday in September. Thank you, Joanne. That's very kind of you and very generous of you. Thank you. Also, thanks to Anne and Jim Scott. And they said, thanks again, Finbar and family, for another great night. And that reminds me that I have to sing Annie's song for Anne and Jim Scott, who are celebrating 47 years together. And I also dedicate this to my daughter, Katie, in Wales. Here we go with a beautiful song from John Denver. Happy anniversary, Jim and Anne.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert,
Thank you so much, John Denver, especially for Anne and Jim celebrating 47 years married. And thanks for your tip, guys. And also for my daughter, Katie, and for her friend, Becky, in Carmarthen in Wales. I'm going to call out a few more names who are watching tonight. Hello, Shane O'Hare, the karaoke man from Kilcoo. Hello to Denise McKeown. Hi, Denise. To Tracy Burns in Castlewellan. To Joanne Small, who's watching from Canada, right in the middle of Canada. I got a beautiful photograph of me and you, Joanne, and your husband, Barry, from Carmel King the other night. I'll have to share it on Facebook this week. Hello, Geraldine O'Hare, also from up near Dakemet. I was doing a funeral up there and I had a lovely bowl of stew from Geraldine and Turley's Bar. Hello to Brian Rice and Siobhan McKibben and Christina McKeever, the pizza deliverer from Piccolo Kitchen. Brian Rice and Sarah Rice, I should have said. Hello, Emer Fitzpatrick. Hello, Teresa Madden. And hello to Alice and Harry Toner. And to Kieran Ward. I think Kieran's back in California. He's originally from Newcastle. Hello, Kieran. Glad to see you're watching in. And hello to Amy Breen as well. Well, I'm conscious that it's about 22:26 on my watch, and we only have time for a couple more songs. So I'm going to have to sacrifice that Dean Martin song for a song from Al Martino, because I had a lot of requests for this song from Al Martino. It's one of our most requested songs, and I'm going to dedicate it to all the people who requested it, but especially Tish and Tommy Fitzpatrick. It's called Spanish Eyes.
Teardrops are falling from your Spanish eyes. Please don't cry. This is just adios and not goodbye. Soon I'll return, bringing you all the love your heart can hold. Please say, say you and your Spanish eyes will wait for me. Spanish eyes, prettiest eyes in all of Mexico. True Spanish eyes. Please smile for me once more before I go. I'll return, bringing you all the love your heart can hold. Please say you and your Spanish eyes will wait for me.
Thank you so much. Sound of Al Martino and Spanish Eyes. Okay, a few more requests, and I'm going to finish off with a song myself because Cara is sitting here beside me doing her homework for tomorrow. So I'm not going to pester her for a duet. So I'm sorry we can't do any Dean Martin tonight. Barbara Barry would have liked to hear a Dean Martin song. But next week, I promise you, Barbara, we'll do a Dean Martin or maybe two of them. Basil's Kelly's relations are the Keoghan's and the McCabe's and the Dohertys in Castlewellan. I didn't know that now. There you go. That's a big connection there. The Keoghan's and McCabe's and Dohertys. You wouldn't want to fall out with you in Castlewellan GAA Club, Basil, with all those relations. Teresa Madden says, please sing Nessun Dorma. And that's the one I have lined up for the end of the night. Amy Breen says, please say hello to Gavin Breen and all the family still in lockdown in Melbourne. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy. Hello to Gavin Breen and all the family, and they're going through lockdown in Melbourne. So that just reminds us, folks, that we're not out of this yet by any means, and you have to be careful, and you have to social distance, and don't be shaking hands, and keep washing your hands, and stay safe. So I'm going to finish off with a song made famous by Luciano Pavarotti, a little aria from a Puccini opera called Turandot. Thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for all your kind comments, and we hope to see you all being well next Sunday night for Sinatra Sunday number 23. Thank you to Deirdre, my wife, for writing down all the requests, and wish her and all the teachers best, and the kids going back to school tomorrow best wishes. And thank you to Keelan and Cara in the house here. Good night with this one from Luciano Pavarotti.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, no, solo la tua bocca lo dirò quando la luce ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che diva mia. Di legua all'alba via